Oh, we gotta get like paper towels.
That was dumb, full real.
LaabTakes, take one, soft sticks mark.
So, you're probably looking at this video wondering, Mitch, what are you doing here?
Hey Mitch, what are you doing here?
Funny you should ask. FilmLaab is putting together a new video for the Utah Jazz. Check it out. I'm just sitting at my desk and an email comes through from my good friends at the Utah Jazz, Chris and June. They told us about a new project that they were developing and wanting to put together for the 50th year of the Jazz, the 50th season of them being a team. Obviously, our entire crew, most of us having been raised here in Utah, we're super excited about the opportunity to work with the Jazz, especially on such an iconic project. So once pre-pro was finished, we packed up our gear, headed to Salt Lake, and right when we showed up, we started having issues. I promise you cannot make this stuff up.
Not like hard.
I don't know why there's snow here. Just kidding, it's not actually October, it's December. Hit him. Oh. No, he didn't. What do you have to say for yourself?
You told me to do it.
I meant hit him, not the freaking camera.
Tell him to do it. We might be This is getting in everywhere.
Can we take it off? We're going through another one of these again.
Looks like Mike's gonna go grab paper towels, so hopefully we can fix this terrible thing that just happened. What are the odds? Did we just spend 4 hours trying to figure out how to rig this camera to the stabilizer, and right when we get it done, pull it out, and then he fully threw it right and hit the camera? I'm sorry.
Be more mature. Be like me.
Oh. That's hilarious.
Don't ever mess with my camera again. We good?
I think so. I haven't turned it on.
We're outside. We found a pile of snow. It is October. Hasn't snowed yet. Mitch is like, yeah, throw one at Parker. So I take a snowball, chuck it, hit the one most expensive thing that we are using on this shoot, and that's the Komodo and the entire rig. Hit it right, soaked the entire thing, so not my finest moment.
Throw snow at me again.
I contemplated life there for a while.
If I know anything about Grayson, doesn't take care of his equipment.
We're starting with the first shot of the day. Our first scene is a security guard in his hut watching the game. So our establishing scene is just getting the banner, getting the Delta Center behind him, and then the little hut in the corner. That's pretty much it.
They can't keep the cameras off me. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm good looking, but am I the talent? No. I don't know, they just don't stop, dude.
Humble too.
Did we already record this shot?
Yeah, got it.
Did we really?
No.
Oh.
I'm not the director, bro. Someone tells me to do action, I do action.
Where's my director's monitor? This is ridiculous. Hey, let's roll without talent. Let's go.
Did you change the till?
Anybody who tries to tell the first AC what he can or can't do,
There's surely mistaken, my friend. Surely.
just change the till, dude. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Let's cut in. What's next? Sound design.
Born in a hut and then I was there. I found there. How come where?
I'm glad you're here.
Me too, dude.
You need to come on set more.
I know, it's the first time.
I'm only saying that for the video. I'm just kidding.
Studio is a lot more organized. Didn't bully me as much.
Landon's hot.
Landon's way hotter. Better gear, better people.
They have a psych wall.
They have a psych wall.
They have runaway vows there.
What does FilmLaab have?
Just kidding.
After you threw the snowball, and now you do that.
He's got a Tesla. He's a boss. We love June. So we've worked with the Jazz, with Chris and with June before. We worked with them on the first project with the Jazz. If you guys want to see that, we'll link it up here. But excited for round 2 with these guys. Here we go. You're keeping the riffraff out, you're doing your job. We're gonna get this wide establishing shot. You can go a little bigger than you might normally. Help bring that energy, it's gonna come across really great on camera.
Next shot, we're gonna do more of a medium shot, and then we're gonna cut to a tighter one where he's actually celebrating someone scoring or something like that.
I feel like you should be holding it.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bigger, little bigger. Yeah, bigger, bro, bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also realized we don't have any audio.
We did bring the audio back.
We have it in there.
Can we go get it?
There's audio in there.
It's kind of embarrassing we don't have it set up. RIP.
We left all the audio stuff down there. And so instead of having to run down there, we decided to grab another C70, hook it up to one of the shotgun mics, the NTG5, and record audio from here for that camera. So sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. All this one little cord. I was like, I can connect to the C70.
Like, go over the top.
Let's go.
You're working with talent who isn't like normally professional. They're gonna be a little more bashful. So you gotta coach them, you gotta try to pull it out. And then sometimes you gotta know when it's probably enough. Nick's super great. We got what we needed. We're gonna get a couple more tight shots and then we're ready to go.
We're feeling a little intimidated. I'm like, we need to get budget for Brett.
We need Brett.
A really cool day because we're here at June Audio Recording Studios and we're gonna be recording the drum section for this jazz piece that we're putting together. We're super stoked about it. Aaron is absolutely killing it on the drums and I'm excited for you guys to see how it's come together. Check it out.
It's jazz basketball. It's jazz. There's improv.
After confirming that both the Red and the Ronin 2 were okay, we headed inside the arena to touch base with Chris and June to make sure that we were gonna be pulling off their vision and the production the way they anticipated.
We have this whole rig almost completely figured out, but we have one of these stupid arms that always gets loose. So we're working on fixing that right now so that when I'm filming, it doesn't just go.
So obviously with our crew being fans, we immediately started taking photos on the court. And then they said, try to stick to the outside. So try not to just walk straight across. They're very just particular about it. In the meantime, I started working with Brett, our gaffer, and the guy who was helping him out, Parker, on lighting the scene. And the way we approached it was utilizing these Nanlite Forza 720Bs. What's awesome about these is they're bi-colored, so we needed to warm it up a little bit, which is exactly what we did. It was able to bring kind of a warmth to the entire arena. So we used this big boy to be the back center spotlight. It was splashing down, it was creating a nice little hair light and rim light for our subject who was at the drums. And it was also kind of splashing along all the seats behind him, which was really giving a lot more depth. We literally put the metal cone that comes with this, didn't have any diffusion, and just blasted it down there.
From the 720 of his drums. I think you'll be able to cast it over and it'll get rid of it. Gotta show the logo, bro, that's why we're here.
Okay, it's feeling a lot better. This is my first time. My back is gonna be very pissed at me tomorrow. Does that seem smoother, Ty?
Next, we used two Nanlite Forza 500Bs to be kind of the two on the outer side. We put some spotlight attachments that we had, so we were able to get these nice, really narrow strips of light, kind of creating an X across both our drummer as well as the center court logo. This was a really, really cool look, a really great effect, and we were able to pull that all off with just 3 lights. We realized we were starting to leave footprints and things all over the decal and the logo, so we had to get to work wiping it down, cleaning it up.
You're not on fire, we've got haze go. The issue that we're having right now is where we have the lights set up, there's too much spill on the actor's face, and we want him to be more silhouetted. So we're trying to figure out how to get our lights more behind him, but keep the logo on the court lit.
And then lastly, it was really important for us to give the court a little more depth, to be able to have some of that Utah Jazz classic purple. So we lined up pavo tubes along both sides. We even put it up behind the net and the backboard, and it really just gave a nice little effect on the super wide shots, as well as when we got closer, we took these pavo tubes, we moved them in as just a light little purple fill for our drummer. And I think it really just gave a lot more depth and made it feel a lot more unique.
We got lots of purple over here, our 3 backlights that we've already set up. I'm gonna go check the monitor, see what it looks like.
So once we cleaned up the court, got the lights all set, it was time to film. That didn't mean our problems ended there. We continue to have issues with the big Ronin 2.
It's giving us a pain. It's not like disabling the roll or the tilt, which is kind of annoying, but
overall. It's going good. Once we get that figured out, we'll be just fine. So we eventually went handheld with the red Komodo, and we had 2 C70s on RS2s gliding around getting other shots.
The top of these and had him hit me that, honestly.
Look out, Parker. I might just push you over. Again, it is so important to be nimble, to be adaptable, and be able to just be a pleasure to work with, even when things aren't working out. Overall, the client was really happy with how it turned out, and so are we. All right, guys, that is a wrap today on an amazing production. Couldn't be more grateful to our entire crew, to the Utah Jazz for bringing us on for this project, and for Nanlight for lighting the whole thing. It's been an awesome experience with this incredible crew, and I'm excited to show you guys the final piece.
From down south to the mountain ranges, New Orleans to Salt Lake City.
Ochai goes under, Walker Kessler follows.
Rhythmic and in flow, it's jazz. There's improv, unforgettable duos, high notes, unmatched style and flair. 50 seasons of rhythm and harmony. 50 seasons of passion and reverberation. 50 seasons of jazz basketball.
Guys, that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun for us to put together. This is not our first time working with the Utah Jazz, though. We were able to put together a project for them earlier this year. If you want to watch our LaabTakes episode on that, where you see some wins, you see some L's, and how we're able to adapt and make it happen, then go check it out right here. I promise you will not regret it. And that's a wrap.